From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Just as we do every Thanksgiving Day, the kick is off, and here we go from Detroit. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Bears take over first downs here at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Off the play fake, Williams. Able to get it to Moore. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Offense up to the line fast. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Williams will look to throw. It is Cup, left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run. Weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down, ball at the 36. Williams on the play action. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. First down throw by Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And they had that one contained right at the line. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll run now with Swift. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. Using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. It's the 10. And the Lions force the turnover on the first series of this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie up! That whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that pokey any day. What a huge...
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Beats Texas on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
The Bears take over first down at their own 26-yard.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Moore's got it. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play action here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Williams from the gun. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Now a give to Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. To throw, Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now Williams. Has his man. It's a Dunze. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down. Blitz coming for Williams. Throw is caught by the back. Running down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second and 6 coming up here.
Tiger. 2 for 1.
From the 32. Rolling left. Oh, he lost the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Williams to throw on first. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up second down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So they're left facing third and long. Williams set to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Receiver in motion, going left. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's going deep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the turnover into a lead. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This is Gibbs on second down. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. It's the Lions. Looking at 3rd and 12. Here's Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He has it at the 13. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it's going to be Bears football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts tie things up at 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Now here's Williams. The pass ball's incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running it after the penalty. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and 4. Has his man, it's Swift. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, Williams. Working the sideline, that's Odunze. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Swift hauls it in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Motioning the tight end now. Working from the gun, Williams. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Raymond on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On 1st down, it's Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 42. Escapes the pocket. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Goff on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Raymond on the return. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for the Lions.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Again, it's Gibbs. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. Jukes him, and now he's running free. And they get this down wonderfully to the 34-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down throw from Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Super one. Hey, 76.
Goff now, third and long. Pass taken in by St. Brown. He has room past the 25. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Putting a receiver in motion. Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions tie this game at 21. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense. How do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 37-yard line.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Stays in the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And this one does not go far. Give him only 3, and that brings up 4th down and 8. Jake Bates down for the Lions field goal try. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.